From 1987 to 88, I worked for WMDT TV 47. It was actually an ABC, NBC affiliate. At the time period, I was the art director there. None of the software that we used at the time, none of the technology that was so important at the time period exists, much less user-friendly than what we use today. And then from 1988 to 89, I worked at Noteworthy Graphics in Ohio, where I continued to do computer animation and graphics. We would make slides, or we would create video footage and commercials, wireframe logos and so on for companies. This is a U-Matic analog video cassette. It dates back to 1969. Let's see if I can open this. Here we go. And dates back, Sony actually introduced it back in 1969, and it was one of the first to hold the film inside of a cassette like this. This became popular over the reel-to-reel, and it replaced the reel-to-reel. Is a 1-inch. This is a 3/4 inch tape. This was held in high regard because of its portability, of housing the film inside of this cassette. The way I understand it, the original raw footage for Apocalypse Now is housed on 3 of these. There were problems. There were problems with the film crinkling and so on, so eventually these became outdated. I haven't looked at these videos. I have on here commercials that I've worked on, my digital portfolios on here, so wireframed animation that I've done. I haven't seen that for years, and I'm going to throw these away. I think it's better to imagine what this material looks like than actually see it. So I'm not going to bother getting students. A lot of times put a lot of emphasis on learning software. As an artist, that is important. It is important to learn software and to learn technology and to keep up with it because it continues to change. But that doesn't replace the focus and the priority of being a good designer and understanding how to build images and how to create good composition and understand good color theory, all the elements and principles of design, and to be able to draw, to be able to sit down and sketch things out. How we document the work that we send out. For years, a carousel of slides was the important material that I need. This is a binder full of slides of my work, and I would send out a sheet or 2 of these to galleries and museums. This is hundreds of dollars of slides. I'm again going to throw these away. We now take it for granted. It's so much easier. A lot of times we still pay a exhibition fee for the judge to be able to look over the slides, maybe $20, but back then not only did you pay fees to be in group shows, but you also had the cost of printing these things up. I had a professional photographer shoot my work, and then I would get the slides made, and we spent hours labeling the slides, and there was a format where you would put the artist's name, the title, the size of the artwork, and you ship them off, and the cost of sending this stuff through the mail. All these were a cost that artists occurred in the process of exhibiting their work. But the important thing is to make sure that you keep the main thing the main thing. And as a designer, as an artist who exhibits, who does commercial work, the most important thing is your talent and your skill. And really working those things out. The technology will continue to change. You have to stay up with it. To spend all of your time learning software and spending all of your time with the technology, that's a different skill. And then that's the career you should go into. But as an artist, you kind of have to decide, do I spend 80% of my time as an artist and 20% with the technology? If you would prefer the 80% technology and 20% art, then that's really a different career. I hope that helps a little bit as you navigate this space. I'm just telling you, as someone who was one of the first people in this community to build a website. I was one of the first people involved in doing wireframe animation for commercials. I was one of the first people to do digital art. You need to be careful that you don't make the technology the priority over the ability to make the art itself. Make sure that if it is the technology that you're excited about, that that's what you pursue.